What up guys, this is Kong and today I'm going to be doing another movie review. Today I'm going to be talking about a movie that I don't know how to pronounce. Chappaquiddick, if I even say that right. To be honest, I didn't know what this movie was going to be about, and I was like, I don't know, I might want to stay away from this movie. It might be a boring movie, it might be just another I regret movie, you know, but I want to watch it anyway. This is just about this movie. It's basically about Ted Kennedy and the accident that happened at I think it was Edgartown, I believe. It's like small town in Massachusetts, I believe it was, and this all revolve around the car accident and the girl and Ted and the decision that he made. I would say definitely a defining moment for him. I would say a challenging moment for him, that's for sure. So let's talk about the pros. The pro is that it's an interesting story. I like this because is to me it feel like it give me a little bit better sense of what really went down, you know, during the accident. I mean, I didn't know about this incident. I heard about it. Just that it wasn't clear. But it kind of gave me a sense of what really went down and what happened. Jason Clarke as Ted Kennedy, he portrayed really well. Though I've never have seen Ted Kennedy in live or know the Kennedy family, because obviously I wasn't born in the early 50s and 60s, so I don't know, you know, I don't know the person that well or that family. This movie give you a short brief of a political insight into a politician career in their in the moment that they are test and try, especially for Ted. You know, he had to overcome this accident, so to speak. So yes, it kind of give you that insight, and I like that because a lot of time we don't get to see political life. We do see it every day, but not intimately. So that's the word I'm looking for, intimately. This movie really put out I guess the message of this movie, or the impression I'm getting, is that doing the right thing and doing not the right thing. I mean, Ted Kennedy, for example, did not report the accident until many hours later, and he should have done it earlier, and maybe he would have saved that girl, the woman's life, and he did the wrong thing that he did not report it. So yes. And it also, it tells you about, you know, the choices that politicians make, having a no career or having a career. So not having a career would be doing the right thing, saying that he you know, went over the ledge, he was drunk and he made a mistake. And not the right thing was to cover it up, to make it look like it was something else. So there was the choice that Ted Kennedy had to make was between having a career or not having a career. Having a career was more important for Ted because he wanted to become president, just like his brother. So that was kind of motivating factor, and the name Kennedy. So in the decision making of Ted Kennedy, you could tell in this movie Ted was not sure of himself. He even said in the movie that he have not figured out himself out. So therefore he's not as confident, you would say, or a strong leader of the situation, you know. And also kind of this movie also point out about the public viewing of Kennedy. They were really, the team of Ted Kennedy really, you know, focus on, you know, say when was the release, how can we make Ted Kennedy's image look better, good, so he would get vote in to be in office and then eventually become president. So there was a lot of public management, you know. And also for Ted, he was trying to prove to his father that he was a worthy man of the Kennedy name, that he wanted to prove to his father that he could do it. And that was, I could understand and I could relate that he wanted what's best for his father, you know, for himself to do the best for his father. He wanted to give his father the best impression because of his brother John F. Kennedy was the president, so he wanted to follow that footstep. He wanted to be as great as his brother. So yes, you can see that in the movie. What I find that was interesting was kind of really typical, almost really can relate to today's politician, how they change the stories, you know, like saying one thing and then change it to another thing and then change to another thing. This, you know who this reminds me of? Donald Trump. And this, in the movie, you know, first Ted Kennedy was wearing a strap, and the people even point out how could he turn his back when he supposedly had suffered a concussion or a neck strain, you know. And I was like, yeah, it shouldn't be, you know, like these news reporters pointing out it was obvious, you know. So it was like, you know, Ted Kennedy was just, you know, on the edge of his demise and his failure, demise and surviving, you know. So that was really, really, really interesting, you know, how he kept changing the story and kept holding out the truths, and then just telling people what they need to know. And it's kind of this holding the information is really relevant in today's political environment. And what this movie does for me is it made me question about Ted Kennedy's action. You know, like, I disagree with what he did personally, because he could have gone back, called a cop, and he might have been able to save the woman, you know, and she had some time to live, you know. And I don't know why he didn't go back. Obviously, he was drunk, and he had people who were, you know, was somewhat sober. Why didn't they report it instead of having him report it? So it was kind of a mess. And fortunately, you know, human make mistakes, but the decision that he made was not right, in my opinion. He could have, you know, saved that woman's life, save his image, not going through all this, you know, the hard road, I would say. Because I believe that if you if you are upfront about your mistake, your punishment are less than going the other way. When you go the other way, the punishment is 3-5 times harder, and it's going to be an uphill battle. That's what I believe. So let's talk about the con. Right now, can't really think of much of the con. The only con I can really think is that the actors in this movie are really they're not great. They're kind of, you know, just they did their part. It wasn't integrated into the story. They weren't part of Ted Kennedy's inner circle. They wasn't really integral, you know. And despite of that, the acting was okay. And then one thing I would like to point out is that the name of this movie, Chappaquiddick, it doesn't draw attention. It doesn't make me think of Ted Kennedy. It doesn't make me think of the incident. Yet, to me, it's like a mystery. Maybe that's what the director is intending as a mystery. I don't know. I think the title could be a better title. It could be just say Ted Kennedy, the accident, and you know, you'll have more people going to it. So that's just my thought. So what would I give this movie a rating? I would give it a 5 out of 10. I say it's okay. Go if you have the time. Go if you like the Kennedys family. Go if you like to you know, see more in depth about the accident. But this movie certainly have you questioning, give you insight about about a politician's life. So that's what I would give. A 5 out of 10. Maybe I'm kind of leaning toward a 6, but I'm leaning toward a 5 out of 10 at the moment. So again, guys, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and obviously browse my channels. And most importantly, press that bell button because it'll help me and it'll help you. All right? And most importantly of all, I want to say thank you so much for your time and effort to watching my movie review of Chappaquiddick. I don't even know if I pronounce it right. But anyway, guys, take care. Bye-bye.